This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Friday, June the 26th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that the Barbados Workers Union is describing some aspects of last week's financial statement and budgetary proposals as a bogus attempt to deal with important issues. General Secretary Tony Moore says tax measures outlined by Minister of Finance Chris Sinclair have taken away the spending power of workers, and she pledged that the BWU would be asking for wage increases where possible.
The BWU and other labor leaders are left with no other choice but to demand adjustments to the pay levels of public servants and workers in the private sector in the hope that such proposals could provide some measure of relief in what we recognize as these very dreadful times.
Moore says the budget failed to recognize that citizens have been forced to go without some of the most basic items since 2010 because of various tax measures and increased costs. The island's main public sector union warns it will embark on serious industrial action next week, which may mean shutting down the country. However, Acting General Secretary of the National Union of Public Workers, Rosalind Smith, says this could be averted if the state-owned Barbados Investment and Development Corporation withdraws the 13 termination letters issued to those employees who are age 60. Smith told reporters following a meeting of all statutory corporation workers at union headquarters yesterday that the BIDC will now have to rescind the letters before the NUPW Council meets on Tuesday, or agree to pay out the affected staff as if they had reached age 67.
We will make council's decision and we will move from there. But we have not ruled out a shutdown of the country. We are very serious about this matter because if we do not nip this action now in the bud, you'll find that you would have more workers unemployed than employed. And obviously, persons have legitimate expectations to work until they choose to retire, whether it's 65, 66, or 67. And that is where we stand on that. It's a very serious matter going forward.
Meanwhile, the Barbados Workers Union has pledged its support for the NUPW in its efforts to resolve the BIDC dispute. More staff are to be sent home from telecommunications company Lime. But while confirming the retrenchments, General Secretary of the BWU, Tony Moore, says she doesn't know how many are being placed on the breadline. Moore says, though, that the pending terminations are natural because of the company's merger with the other telecoms provider, Flow.
The company sought to approach the union to make us aware that as a consequence of the integration between cable and wireless and Flow or Columbus, that there would necessarily be impacts on staff. Up to this point, there has been no formal indication as to the extent of those impacts. But what the company has said is where in those areas where it recognized that it may need to shed labor, that every attempt would be made to engage the Barbados Workers Union.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Like a raging fire. spontaneous and creative, enter the BT Crossover Superstar Competition. Pen your lyrics, create your video for your chance to be the first online monarch with over $15,000 in cash and other prizes. For full details, log on to Facebook/BarbadosToday.bb.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union, Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union, Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union, Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union, Cooperative Credit Union.
Lonely girl love me and ragamuffin and dangerous and anytime. This is Raspilly and me well versatile. Anytime me drop, you know me drop it in a style. Whether raga soca or whether broke wine, the girls then come to me because they know me have the style. Whoopax, you don't know Raspilly the place.
Yeah, people, long time now you want to be a superstar, and right now you got the chance. Because Barbados today got their superstar crossover competition. All you gotta do is write your lyrics, set up your video, send it into them, and you got a chance to win up to $15,000 in prizes. You know that easy. Whoopax! Yes, I go from Facebook, Barbados Today/Facebook. You go check it out. People got the thing they're rolling for you. So do your thing. You don't know. Whoopax! Yes, I.
In regional news now, another state of emergency may be called in Trinidad and Tobago before the September 7th general election. The warning has come from the Secretary of the Police Social and Welfare Association, Inspector Michael Seals. It would be the second state of emergency in 4 years, the last one having been declared in 2011 by the Prime Minister due to multiple murders. We hear more on this latest development in this TV6 News report.
It's been several months that the Police Service Social and Welfare Association has been seeking to settle salary negotiations for its membership, but to date, the talks are at a stalemate. Even assurances were made by Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar in May that the negotiations will soon be concluded. Speaking on TV6's Morning Edition, Secretary of the Police Service Social and Welfare Association Michael Seals said they have received information that there is a plan afoot to use the negotiation process to stall the September 7th general election.
The intelligence coming to us as the association that there is a concerted effort to bring a situation about that we provoke the membership of the police service so that membership would react outly. So let me say publicly, and I would appeal to the membership, please do not be duped into doing anything foolish, because the reason why we are saying that, we are hearing that there is a position that provoke the police so that we can call a state of emergency to delay the election.
In other regional news now, St. Lucia is closing another of its drinking water sources. The water and sewerage company, WASCO, has announced that the John Compton Dam will be closed to undergo another partial shutdown on Sunday to facilitate additional maintenance work.
The island's north will again experience an interruption in the water supply as the John Compton Dam, St. Lucia's largest reservoir, will be partially shut down to facilitate additional maintenance works due to aging infrastructure.
What we are doing is making sure we can repair the leaks, because if we repair the leaks, it means that we have that water available to supply to the public. So we did that and repaired 13 of them. One of them we have to go back and address it because the line went out of alignment, and so it continues to leak. And we got a new leak. Now the reason why you would find that you would get a new leak, and Mr. Anthony will explain that even better than me, is that the line is old, and every time you repair, you would find that if there is another weak area on the line, that weak area would come under pressure, and that pressure would cause it to give way, and so it would start leaking.
And finally, on the international scene, a young mother and her baby have been found alive 5 days after their plane crashed in the jungle of Western Colombia. A Colombian Air Force chief described their survival as a miracle. 18-year-old Maria Nelly Murillo and her 1-year-old son were found by rescuers near to where their small Cessna plane crashed in Choco province. Murillo had some injuries and burns, while her baby appeared to be in good health. And on that encouraging note, we end our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.